I'm coming to you guys on this rainy autumn morning to film my autumn get ready with me video. I filmed one of these in the summer and you guys all seemed to like it, and I said that I would try and film these for every season, and it's autumn now because it is October 1st at the time of filming, so I thought I would go ahead and film the one for this season. So I have already done my hair, which is why it's still a little bit wet, but by the time we get to the end of this video it should be dry enough that I can kind of scrunch it out and then it will just be my hair for the day. Basically all I do with my hair is I get it wet, I apply Ion Curl Cream and Royal Locks Curl Gel Cream, and then I diffuse it dry. I just basically hold the diffuser up to my curls like this and hold it there for a few seconds and then repeat all around my head until it's mostly damp, and then I let it finish air drying and then I scrunch it out, which by the time we get to the end of this video I'll be able to scrunch it out because it will be dry. But right now it looks a little funky because it's still a little on the damp side, but bear with me. I also have my second cup of coffee this morning, so I'm going to be thoroughly caffeinated by the end of this video as well, which is a good thing because I was tired. I always start with my primer, which I am currently using the Fab Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. It just works well. It does its job, and I like that about this product. Plus it has a little bit of like a shimmer to it and a little bit of a tint, so it's good even if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. Also, my skin has been surprisingly clear the past week or so. I think this is the clearest it's been in a while, which I don't know why. I haven't really changed anything, but I'll go with it. It's nice. Alright, I have that all done. Now I am going for my foundation, which I'm using the NARS in the color Light 4 DeVille, and it's the Sheer Glow foundation. It's also almost out. I had to get a new bottle of this. I wanted to try the Fenty foundation because I've heard it's really, really good. And of course, since there's so many colors, I would be able to like get a color that matches my skin. But alas, when I went to Sephora, they were sold out, and they're sold out online of the color that I would need to wear. So I think I just put too much foundation on. I should be using my mirror. Oops. It's hard to tell how much I have with the camera. All right, now I just take my damp beauty blender and I basically just, you know, do my thing. I was really skeptical of using beauty blenders for the longest time, but now it's all I use. They really do create a smoother application. Like, it just makes your skin look smoother than if you use a brush. So I've been pretty happy about it. And I just use the Real Techniques beauty blender. I haven't gotten the like real beauty blender from Sephora because it's so expensive and I'm cheap. Well, it depends. For beauty blender, I feel like that's expensive. I don't know. I haven't ever used it, so if any of you guys have used it and you love it, let me know how it is, because I am curious to know. And always make sure to get your neck and kind of by your ears so you don't have a foundation line. Alright, now I think I have that fairly blended into my skin, and now I'm going to move on to my concealer, which I am using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay concealer in the color medium light neutral. I actually prefer the one that's one shade lighter than this, but I accidentally bought this one. But it actually seems to match my skin, so I'm just rolling with it at this point. What else is new with me? Basically, I have been addicted to Stardew Valley and have been dropping obscene amount of time into that game instead of reading. So that's what's been going on. But it's so much fun. I'm so addicted to that game. I've done a couple of live streams again. I used to do those last year, and then I didn't play the game for, I don't know, 8 months or so. And then so I haven't done them since last summer, I think, was the last stream I did. So it's been about a year, I guess, since I've done a live stream. But the game is so much fun, and it's so easy to get addicted to it. Like, no joke. I just can't stop playing. I'm like, okay, I'll do one more day, and then I'll put it down, and I'll read my book, and then 3 hours pass, and it's time for bed. Yeah, it's definitely impacted my reading, but it's so hard to put it down. Alright, so that is done, and now we need to set it. So for me, I use the NYX Mineral Set It, Don't Fret It powder, which has worked fairly well. I do want to get something that sets my foundation a little bit more higher quality, I guess I would say. I was using the setting spray, but honestly it didn't work, and it made my skin feel really disgusting by the end of the day, so I stopped using it. The powder seems to work better. I just want to try a better powder, so if anybody has any suggestions of a better setting powder, let me know down in the comments. But basically I just kind of tap it into my skin all over to set that foundation. Okay, I'm now moving on to my bronzer. I'm still using my Nefertiti bronzer from Signature Club A, and I just kind of use these top ones to kind of, you know, apply it to my forehead and the areas you would normally do so, and then I use the darker shades down here to kind of add a little bit of contour to my cheeks. Not a whole lot. I'm not super into contouring, just enough to add a little bit of depth, I guess, and color. But yeah, back to Stardew Valley. I tried my first mods, so with online games, I don't know, I'm still relatively new to this, but I guess you can add modifications to the game itself, so you can kind of customize it a little more so things aren't built into the game, and people have mods that you can download. And I have a Mac, so it took me a little bit to figure out because, of course, everything is a little bit more complicated on a Mac, which is why most people game on a PC, but I prefer a Mac. But it took me 3 hours, but I figured it out. I basically had to download software that reads the files. I can't remember what it's called. It's used on a Mac. And then software that will run the mod while I play the game. Figured that out. Got the mod files I wanted and was successfully able to download those into the game. Basically just wanted to change the look of my buildings. So I did that and I love it. I love how it looks. It looks so cool. Oh, it's basically like a Victorian building and it will change with each season. Because if you play Stardew Valley, everybody else's houses in that game, they change with the season. They get decorations and whatnot, except for yours, which I think is so silly. So it's a Victorian looking buildings, and then it adds different kinds of flowers to paint upon the season, and then in the fall it adds pumpkins and things to your house, which looks really cute, so I was very pleased. So now, moving on to my cheeks, I'm using lately my Too Faced Grand Hotel Cafe set. This was their Christmas set last year, and it came with 3 different palettes, and they're all like coffee scented, like gingerbread latte and eggnog latte palette. But I've been using the 2 blush colors, combining the 2. The first one I'm using is in the eggnog latte palette. And it's a peach cobbler color down here. I think it's just a nice color for fall. It's kind of like a peachy color, obviously. This is called peach cobbler. But I don't know. I kind of like peachy, rosier tones, I guess. Dusky rose tones in the fall. So, yeah, I've just been applying this one first on my cheeks, as you do. And then once I have that done, I then go to the Peppermint Mocha palette and I use the Santa Baby, which is this nice pink color right here. And then I layer it on top, which I think the combination of the 2 makes for a really good kind of warm, autumnal, I can never say that word well, you know what I'm trying to say, color to my cheeks. So I then apply that on the balls of my cheeks. So there we go, just add a little bit of color, and then I am now going to add my highlighter. My highlighter, I'm still using my Tarte, for highlighter, I'm still using the Tarte Skin Twinkle Volume 2 palette, which comes with 4 different highlighter shades, if I can get this open, which look like this right here. And the ones that I've been using for the autumn are the first one right here, which is Daylight, and then a little bit of this one right here, which is Spotlight. So I just use 2 of those, grab my Real Techniques setting brush, which works well for highlighter, and apply. Just right here underneath, like at the tops of my cheekbones, and then a little bit right here at the top of my brow, and then bring it down. Basically, wherever natural light would hit, kind of accentuate that. I feel like in the fall and winter you can get away with like wearing a little bit more shimmery colors. I don't know, maybe that's just me, or I just want to be like an autumn fairy. I don't know. But I go with it because this one is actually this first one, Daylight, is really shimmery. But I've been enjoying how it looks. And I mean, that's really all that matters, is that I like how it looks. Alright, next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I just use the Essence eyebrow thing here, which I've had forever, but it's the darkest brown shade that matches my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are dark. So I just kind of sweep those up, and then I grab my Sephora eyebrow brush right here, and I just take a little bit of the darkest one, and I add just a little bit of color. I feel like my brows look relatively fine. I don't put a lot of effort into my eyebrows, because I'm okay with how they look. Yeah, that's all I care about. I mean, my eyebrows are already naturally on the thicker side, so I don't feel like I really need to do that much more, and I don't really do that much shaping. Oops, just a little bit. Like right here where your arch of your eyebrow is. And I don't know, I think they're okay. I'm not really, brows confuse me. Let's just say that. Right, now for the fun bit, eyeshadow. I've been using my Eggnog Latte palette again because all of these colors are honestly like perfect for the fall. So what I've been doing is adding Skinny Latte into the crease of my eye, and then I go into the corners of my eye and add a little bit of iced coffee and a little bit of the Central Perk, which is this green one. And it's not pigmented at all, so you can put as much as you want on your brush and it will hardly show up on your eye, but just a little bit of hint of green. I think it kind of looks nice for fall. And then right here in the corners of my eye, I've been adding the Eggnog Latte color, which is that kind of lighter opal-y tone. So yeah, it's been a good system for me. I'm liking how it looks. But aside from all of the game stuff, I am very happy that it is fall at last. I hate summer with a passion. An unrivaled passion. I hate it so much, but we are finally in the fall months, and it's been rainy all weekend, and it's supposed to be kind of rainy next weekend. A few sunny days, but now the highs are like in the 60s, which is so much more bearable. Well, let me be real. And I got some new flannel sheets recently, and I love flannel because we use flannel sheets in the winter and fall months, and then in the summer you just use like basic cotton sheets. But I love flannel because they're so cozy, and I love it when they're new because they're super, super soft. So it's finally cold enough. I've been able to put those on my bed, which is great. It makes it really hard to get up in the morning though. What else is new? Work has been quite busy, which is good because I hate being bored, but we are, I don't know if any of you are familiar at all with accounting or the world of finance, and no, not all accountants do taxes. I don't know why everybody always assumes I do taxes. Like if I tell somebody I'm an accountant, they're like, oh, I bet you're getting ready for tax season. It's like, I don't do taxes. Most of us don't like taxes. Me, that being me. I'm actually a corporate accountant, so this time of the year is extremely busy for us staff accountants because it means year end is coming up and budgeting and forecasting and all that good stuff. So we have been in the middle of budgeting. Actually last week I was working on preparing the budget workbooks so the group heads can like basically build out their 2018 budgets, which I actually really, really like. I like forecasting and budgeting and like analyzing numbers. That's actually my favorite thing to do. Next week is also month end for the September books and is also quarter end, so it's going to be a super, super busy couple of weeks here. But again, I prefer to be busy than bored, so I'm not complaining. We have a team building session every month, and we've been reading books on like conflict and communication. And I have to read this book, which is called Crucial Conversations. It's sitting down there on the floor, which I haven't started yet, and I need to have half of it read by Thursday, so I need to get started on it. It's not very big. It's only like, what, 200 pages, I think? So, yeah, I need to get started on that because our team building is Thursday, and I haven't even cracked it. I just got it yesterday. Alright, so once I have all of the colors like applied to my eye, I then go in with this guy right here, which is like this fluffy eye brush, and I blend it all in, which I'm going to do right now. I feel like I cleaned my brushes yesterday, so they don't have any pigment in them, and sometimes with my eyeshadow, I kind of like it when they still have a little bit of pigment in them from the day before because it kind of goes on a little better, which I don't know. Which some people might judge me for, but I kind of like having a little bit of pigment in there instead of them being completely clean. So the first day of applying my eyeshadow after I have cleaned my brushes is always a little bit weird. It doesn't go on quite the way I want it to. I'm adding a little bit of extra color in my crease here, or the corner of my eye, because I feel like I didn't have enough before. Which could just be because these lights are washing me out. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so once that is done, you can just add mascara if that's all you want. Usually during the week, I don't really have time to mess with eyeliner because I need to get out the door and get to work. So lately I've just been skipping it unless I get up early enough to actually deal with messing with eyeliner. So you can just add mascara, and then usually on the weekend I'll apply eyeliner, and I'm actually going to apply eyeliner today because I'm going to be filming and I like to just have my full makeup faced when I film. So I am now going to stop the video and go and apply it because I cannot apply it sitting up. It will not happen. I have to bend over the counter into my mirror and apply my eyeliner. So I'm now going to go do that. I'm using the e.l.f. eyeliner. This is the best liquid liner I've ever found. It's like $2 and it beats any high-end eyeliner I have ever tried. So I'm now going to go into the bathroom and apply this, and I will be back. Okay, my eyeliner has now been applied. Yeah, I actually messed up on this side, and then I had to like swipe it off, apply some concealer, and get it all set again. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this again because I wiped it off when I had to fix my eyeliner. It happens, y'all. I don't know, this eye especially, I have the hardest time with it. I always seem to mess up on that one more than this one. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I just add a little bit of wings on each side. Also, wow, that cheek is really shimmery. Good thing my hair covers it. So now I'm going to apply my mascara. I've been using the Sephora Lashcraft Big Volume Mascara, which I think is it's newer. I got a free sample of this from them a couple of months ago, but I actually really like it. The brush looks like this. It's nice and thick, and it coats the lashes quite well. So I use this one first, you know, as you do. I'm not used to this angle. Usually I am hunched over a mirror on the bathroom counter, so it's weird applying it from this angle. I don't know why, but we're gonna go with it. And then use a second mascara, and the one that I go to is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which is like the best mascara ever. I always go back to this. I try to try something else, and then I always end up going back to it, but it looks like this. It has a curved brush. The curved part is a part that you use on your lashes, and it just coats them really well and makes them look thicker, and it's not that clumpy, which I like. And then I apply this as my second coat, and I say it's not clumpy, and then I get a clump in my lashes, so clearly this mascara is trying to prove me a liar. I just poke myself in the eye. You don't know pain until you poke yourself in the eyeball with a freaking mascara wand. Try not to mess up my eyeliner because my eye wants to water. Well, because my eyes watered, it got a little clumpy, but hopefully nobody else but me will notice. Up for the left eye. Again, I am so happy with myself for becoming ambidextrous with mascara. Hair's in the way. I usually don't do my hair first, so it's a little bit weird having my hair down whilst applying makeup. It's an extra layer of complication. All right, that is mascara applied, and my makeup is now done. That has been my fall makeup look. It's not too complicated. It's just kind of what I use. Basically, my makeup routine stays the same. I just switch out the colors that I use pretty much for the most part. But it's a good system for me, and it's worked. It's served me well for the past couple of years. And as I predicted at the beginning of this video, my hair is now dry, so I can scrunch it out. Basically, this is what I mean by scrunching out the product. Because if you put product in your hair when it's curly and wet, it dries stiff. And then if you go like this and you scrunch it out, it kind of loosens the product and it makes it feel soft, and your hair no longer feels all stiff and weird. And it is not frizzy because the product is still in your hair. You're just kind of scrunching it out. So yes, this is how I scrunch out my hair. And then I will sometimes spray a little bit of this Ion Curl Frizzies spray in. Just a little bit to kind of hold it together, particularly when I'm downtown at work, because Portland streets are like wind tunnels and it gets really windy, and then, you know, curly hair and wind don't mix well. I assure you of that. But yes, that is now it for my autumn makeup routine. I am done. I am ready to go out and about, ready to film, all of that good stuff. This is it. This is me ready. Alright guys, that was it for my autumn get ready with me video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. I do plan on doing one in the winter, so hopefully you guys will like to see that. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and, I don't know, found it entertaining on some level. Me rambling while applying makeup. Alright guys, that is it for today. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Until next time guys, I hope you have a great one. Bye!